Do you struggle with your makeup creasing and separating throughout the day? No matter the primer, concealer, foundation, or even the powder that you use, you still get some separation and you still get creasing. Let me show you this method where I have zero creasing. Makeup is undetectable on the skin, lasts as long as I want to wear it. This is my after applying using this method. 54 years old, definitely have mature skin. Adding anything like a concealer can add more texture. This is going to be wiggly and moving. It's going to crease. There's no way of getting past it. You're going to have to touch it up through the day. This is what you need. A self-tanner. One of these little fountain pens filled with the tanner. I have tutorials that show you how to get this into this. Need some small brushes. Palette like this that has a very vibrant saturated color. Just no concealer, no foundation. Already done my skincare. I want to focus on a few small areas on my face, starting with the under eyes. I'll do a few spots here on my forehead, the mouth area, the chin area with the tanner that's in this pen. See this dark? There's a lot. Right next to it is a light area. Minimize that high contrast by adding some color, the tanner, in flat spots in the tiniest amount. Adding a dot or two of the tanner in a light spot. Completed this eye. I'm going to go ahead and complete this one off camera. Still have some dark areas, but they're not as prominent anymore. Reduce the contrast between the light and the dark. I'm just going to add a little bit of color using the same concept. I want to focus here on this bony part, a couple of little places there and around in here. Sure that I'm not adding it on top of a darker spot. Right here. Needing a little color. And I couldn't put the self-tanner all over my forehead because what's dark is going to be even darker. And so I'm back to square one. Only a spot right there. And it's usually right next to something that's dark. Adding a little bit of color so my lip doesn't come forward and give you that strange elongated lip that happens to us as we age. Staying away from deep lines and some little light areas. Same tanner to the eyes for a little bit of eyeshadow look. Use some of these beautiful colored tints to just add some warmth, some decorating, some flush to the skin. Start with this shape brush in this beautiful orange color called Tangerine Dream. It's almost like you're using a bronzer. Just gonna add a hint to the temple area, forehead area. See how that just warms it up like a bronzer? At least out there. I like to add a little bit of flesh to the skin because I really don't have a lot of fleshing in my cheeks that gives that nice healthy glow. If you already have nice fleshing cheeks already, but they're a little splotchy, you can use a cheek color to balance that out by adding some of the cheek color in the light spots. Small end of this same brush, and I'm using this very saturated red color called Cabaret. And I'm just going to give a nice little warmth. Take some underneath the eyes to the cheek area. Then I like to take a little here. Use that exact same color and tap it on my lips. I'm gonna go ahead and add some mascara. You take a little spot brush like this, or you can use an artist detailed paintbrush. Use these correctors. I'm probably gonna use a couple of these. Yellow, orange one. I'm going to focus on little small distractions, and I want you to notice I'm not going to spend a lot of time on every one. Hitting tiny little areas within a dark spot. You can see how it softens. I'm going to do this eye. Now I'm going to use this 01, a little peachy color, to subtract anything that has excessive darkness. It's not necessarily red or it's not necessarily a purple color. It's just a little bit dark, like a vein. And if you get too much, you just tap it away with your finger. Then, not necessary, but if you like to take away a little bit of the shine, and it also helps with texture, this is called the feather blotting dust, and honest to Pete, it feels like a feather. Not getting the added texture of a powder. A lip oil, this is called Chai. I'll finish. Undetectable on the skin, completely weightless. I feel nothing. It's never going to crease. Last all day. Where you can get the pen, it's on Amazon. It's any of your favorite tanners. This one happens to be my favorite. Go to outhegobble.com to grab any of these colors or brushes. If you are new, to help with placement of these colors, you can go to yes.outheamatchme.com. I will send you a video and graphics, get you all set up.